But here we go. The pace car going to pull off into pit road. 23, 60, and 100 is when the stages end here from Michigan International Speedway into the Geico restart zones. The green flag is waving. We're underway in Michigan in the NASCAR Cup Series. And Denny Hamlin immediately cleared down into turn 1 here for the first time. As you see already, Chase Elliott 3 wide as they come up off of turn 2. Elliott trying to clear Bell, and he will, down the back straightaway now for the first time. You know, Chase Briscoe is going to need a hell of a race here as he's coming in 29th in points in the 19 car. Needs a good run, running in 4th to complete this opening lap as they're 3 wide up off of turn 4. But it's Denny Hamlin who leads the opening lap here from Michigan International Speedway. And look at them fanning out here down into turn 1. 4 wide as they head into 1. SVG was on the bottom of it. See all this fighting 3 wide as well further back in this field. But back up front, Chase Elliott all over the bumper of Denny Hamlin as they head down into 3 and 4. Elliott going to take a look, and he's going to get there to the inside of Hamlin, and Chase Elliott will take away the race lead here from Michigan International Speedway at the end of lap number 2. And this Napa number 9 looking strong, but it's Elliott now out in front over 3 Joe Gibbs Toyotas of Hamlin, Bell, Briscoe. And here comes Ty Gibbs trying to make it 4, and he will. And this just shows you how much speed Joe Gibbs has in these race cars this weekend, as Gibbs now up in the top 5. So all 4 of the Gibbs cars up in the top 5. Ryan Preece, we know, has had a pretty decent season in the 60 car. Has kind of dropped a little bit back down to 11th in points, but as it stands in the chase and is trying to make a case here to be in, as Ty Gibbs really flying here in the 54. Up into 4th place goes Ty Gibbs, as Bell's starting to drift back a little bit in the 20 car. And Larson, we know, obviously has gone to victory lane this season twice. He gets up past Bell now through 1 and 2. But a pretty quick opening stage is Austin Dillon on the brakes in the 3 car. What's up here with the 3 of Austin Dillon, as he is really struggling. Started in 8th, mind you, and has dropped all the way outside the top 20 now, early on in this race. Ty Gibbs has the fastest lap of the day so far. Shouldn't catch any lap traffic, and we have a caution crash off of turn 4. It's Alex Bowman and Todd Gilliland, and the first caution of the day is out, as it's Bowman and Gilliland. Gilliland, your COTA winner from earlier in the year, and Alex Bowman involved in a wreck here early on lap number 11. The Hamlin and Elliott restarting 11th and 12th. A lot of work for them, or not a lot of work for them to do, but they got some work to do here, as we are going to get up into the Geico restart zones. 8 to go in stage number 2. Ryan Preece with the restart of a lifetime. Really bad restart for Ty Gibbs on the bottom. Allows Preece to take the lead into 1 and 2. And Tyler Reddick as well in the picture. Here comes Gibbs now trying to fight back on the bottom. And he's going to get there. Down the back straightaway now here. Gibbs and Preece side by side. Oh, look at Reddick diving in the middle. Bottom checked up big time. Outside prevails. Reddick on the bottom of Preece. Look at Elliott in the middle lane. Here comes Chris Buescher in the 17. Reddick leads at the line, 7 to go. Or 8, yeah, 7 to go in the stage. See Gibbs now in the middle, really struggling on this restart as he powers his way through. Where can Elliott and Hamlin and these guys go? Down the back straightaway now. Look at the 9 of Elliott. He's already trying to fight his way for 6th. Briscoe's trying to get up here in the 19 car. Oh, Gibbs and Buescher got close there. Reddick coming down to the line. Keselowski with momentum in the 6 car. Hamlin struggling on the restart in the 11. As you see, they all fan out down the front straightaway. There's Chris Buescher in the 17 to the inside of Preece. 2 RFK boys looking for the race lead. Side by side into 3 and 4. Buescher on the bottom, Preece up high. Preece out of the gas a little bit. Is going to allow Buescher to clear him up off of turn 4. Coming into 3 and 4. Reddick on the bottom, Buescher up high. Here comes Elliott into the picture. A little check up the bottom. Reddick and Elliott not going to be able to get there, as it's going to be Chris Buescher up off of turn 4, dominating since the restart. And Chris Buescher wins stage 1 from Michigan over his teammate Ryan Preece, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Briscoe, Hamlin, Keselowski, Gibbs, Byron, and Bell, your top 10 in this opening stage from Michigan International Speedway. Here in the Firekeepers Casino 400, gonna get up into the Geico restart zones. Green flag in the air, we're back underway, and Tyler Reddick is going to launch his way to the lead. Good restart for the 45 of Reddick as they head down into 1 and 2, immediately looking at 3 wide, but it's not quite there yet. And Elliott up to second already, down the back straightaway now. Does the 9 have momentum here? What about William Byron in the 24 car up here all of a sudden? Into the mix as Keselowski goes 3 wide on his teammate of Buescher. Oh, Byron up the racetrack in the 24. Very high goes the 24 Byron. Up off of turn 4. It is Tyler Reddick who is going to lead. Look at Logano shooting all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. See, Preece was all the way down in the apron. Now Logano's not in a great spot into 1. And he's going to actually make it work, though. Oh, crash in 1 and 2. Big crash. Yaley, Bowman's in a hard wreck. Jones, Allmendinger, SVG's in it. Big crash into turns 1 and 2. The caution flag is out. Eric Jones's day is done. Bowman is done. Custer with damage. Big hard crash down the back straightaway. And the caution is out for the 3rd time today. Allmendinger with damage in the 16. Heavy damage on the 44. SVG, we know, got a part of it there. Heavy crash, though, in turns 1 and 2, just a couple laps after the restart. Into the Geico restart zones, we're back underway from Michigan. Bubba Wallace on the outside, getting the better launch. As once again that bottom lane suffers, and you see Byron struggling here. Down into 1 and 2, trying not to go 3 wide they are, but it's Bubba Wallace now out in front from Michigan for 2311 Racing. Chase Elliott running in the 2nd spot now as the outside prevails. Into turns 3 and 4, you see Bell immediately going to the inside of Byron and lunge it there. Keselowski going to shoot to the middle, same with Blaney up off of turn 4. It's going to be Bubba Wallace leading at the line, but here comes the 9 of Elliott with momentum. Look at their 4 wide in the background here. Into turns 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4, he's going to look. Bubba up the racetrack, way up the racetrack, and opens the door for Elliott on the bottom. Contact, Bell's in it. 3 abreast off of 4. And here's Yaley. You got to watch Yaley here. Bell, they're going to split them. Bell and Elliott. Down into 1. Christopher Bell on the bottom. Elliott up high. Bell trying to slide up in front of Elliott. Can't quite do it. Elliott with the momentum off of 2. And Austin Hill as well. And Chase Elliott to the front. What a move up off of 4, though. The 3 of them, Elliott, Bubba Wallace, and Bell had. Now Austin Hill on that bottom lane. Up off of 4. Hill going to throw a block. So now they're all going to have to scramble to find a way around the 33 car. Coming up towards halfway, though, in this race. As Elliott looking back to the inside of Bell. 12 to go. 2 laps away from halfway done. You see William Byron in the 3rd spot trying to hang on over Bubba Wallace. So Elliott checked up a little bit. Bubba on the high side of Byron. Here's Keselowski. Big run out of the 6 car. Bell up the racetrack. Had to get on the brakes a little bit up off of 4. Coming to the final lap. Here comes the 6 of Keselowski to the bottom. Keselowski has a stage win on the year. 1 lap to go, and it's Keselowski at the line leading. Bell, can he do the switchback off of 2? Not quite going to get there. He's going to need a big run down this back straightaway. Heading into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 2. Brad Keselowski trying to hang on. Bell trying to go to the high side. Up off of turn 4. Bell's not going to get there. It's going to be the 6 of Brad Keselowski, who wins stage 2 from Michigan at home. And Keselowski gets the RFK stage sweep as he wins stage 2. Christopher Bell second, Chase Elliott third, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Byron, Logano, and Michael McDowell, the top 10 in stage number 2 here this afternoon from Michigan. Race car peels off. 36 laps to the checkered flag is stage number 2, or to the end of this race, not stage 2. The green flag is waving, we're back underway, and once again the outside gets the better launch. 36 to go for Chase Elliott, who leads at the line. Three wide into 1 and 2. Hocevar on the bottom there. Elliott is cleared on the back straightaway though. Not a good restart for the 22 of Joey Logano. Into 3 and 4 here. Oh, Hocevar on the brakes there a little bit in the 77. Oh, this is where it gets sketchy because all these guys on fresh tires versus these guys on old tires. You see Christopher Bell gonna make it 4 wide there. Or 3 wide on the front straightaway here. As they're all trying to get by Gibbs, Herbst, Zane Smith, and all these guys. Oh, look at Blaney sending it in there. Bell and Hamlin had to get on the brakes a little bit. Up front, Suarez, Bubba's still battling, but this big battle back here. Buescher trying to get through it, Larson as well. But will we see another yellow before this is over? Elliott with a 1 second gap to Keselowski behind with 15 to go. Trying to grab his second win on the year for Hendrick Motorsports and for Napa Auto Parts. But for Briscoe in the 19 car, down to 2 seconds. Hold on. It might be because Elliott's battling with Bubba and SVG, but Keselowski has cut the gap down to 2 seconds here with 6 to go. Reddick gonna start battling Blaney in a moment here for 4th. And then Logano and Gragson for 6th. Chase Elliott looking for his 23rd career win in the NASCAR Cup Series. Bell's up into 6th as the tires starting to kick in here. Coming up on 2 to go. Elliott just has the Dillon bros and Cody Ware in front of him to deal with. Keselowski's got to deal with Cendric, SVG, and these guys. 2. Oh, Elliott's pitting. Oh my god. Elliott doesn't have enough fuel. Keselowski leads with 2 to go. Elliott doesn't have enough fuel. Neither does Briscoe. Oh my goodness me. People running out late. Keselowski now. Does he have enough? If not, Blaney is the next closest guy. You know Reddick has enough. You know Bell has enough in these guys. Oh, that's the gamble that these guys took for staying out late. Off of 4, Keselowski's going to push it here. Coming to the white flag in the air. One more time around Michigan for Brad Keselowski in RFK Racing. Oh my goodness. Heartbreak for Chase Elliott and Chase Briscoe. Blaney and Reddick trying to hang on. Gragson doesn't have enough. He's coming in. But it's going to be the 6 of Brad Keselowski. If he just can get it back to the start-finish line here, will win his second race of 2026. Up off of 4. Keselowski's going to do it at home. Brad Keselowski wins the Firekeepers Casino 400 at Michigan. As fuel strategy comes into play late. Up off of turn 4, Tyler Reddick is going to steal second place from Ryan Blaney on the final lap. Reddick second, Blaney third, Christopher Bell 4th, and then it's going to be Joey Logano with a top 5, Hamlin 6th, Buescher in 7th. Chastain will finish 8th. And it's going to be John Hunter Nemechek in 9th and Ryan Preece rounding out the top 10 here from Michigan International Speedway. In a chaotic finish with people running out of fuel late on in the race. So after Michigan and heading into Pocono, Denny Hamlin extends his gap at the top of the championship by 69 points now. It is. As he gains 15 points on Kyle Larson. Christopher Bell closes up a little bit down to 86 points. Logano, Chastain, Blaney all stay together. Brad Keselowski picking up his 38th career win today for RFK Racing, is now 7th in the standings for RFK. Great season for them. Buescher drops down 1. Preece and Elliott both gain a spot. Byron drops some. Gibbs moves up position from Allmendinger, but SVG stays right now on that bubble spot, just 2 points ahead of Carson Hocevar, heading into the final 11 races of the season, which consist of Pocono next time out. Portland will be the debut of Portland will be the week after that, and then we head back-to-back road courses with Sonoma, 4th of July weekend in Chicagoland, back to Atlanta, and then we head to North Wilkesboro, first points paying race in a long time, Indianapolis, Iowa, Richmond, New Hampshire, and Daytona. Rounds off the regular season, so still plenty of time, but that Chase bubble area is heating up heading into these final 11 races. But that'll do it for us here from Michigan. We'll see you next time out in Pocono.